sir.
Hello, hello. It's getting a little chilly out here.
Aaron, since you played here, coached at Utah, does this week rivalry game mean any more or any less to you?
I mean, when you do this for a living, every game feels like life and death. So it really does. And so, yeah, it's a big game. And no matter what team I've been on, I always want my team to win, you know. So it's a big game for sure.
Since Kalani took over here and going up against Witt, have you seen, from your experiences over the years in this rivalry, maybe a healthier respect between the two staffs?
Yeah, I mean, there's always been a healthy respect, I think, forever. I mean, when I coached up there, we respected these guys. They were good coaches. And I think now it's the same thing. We know they're really good coaches, and I think they have respect for us. And so, yeah, I think that's always been there for the coaches. I don't think that's ever been a problem.
Does it give you any added perspective, having been on both sides of this rivalry going into it?
I don't know. I think just that I've just learned over the years that it's a big game and it's a lot of fun. I think this is why you play this game. This is why you want to be a part of it. Is games like this.
What do you think this game means for how quarterbacks are remembered here? And have you talked to Jake at all about that?
I haven't talked to him about that. I mean, sure, it's because it's a big game. Anytime you win a big game, it's something people are going to remember. But we haven't talked about it.
Do you buy into that sometimes it means more to one school or the other, or from having been on both sides, is it pretty much?
I don't think so. I think, both these programs are well coached. Both programs are, one game at a time mentality. I know that sounds super boring, but everybody is completely focused on the game, and I know that they're doing the same thing. So I don't think that's really true.
This team's used a lot of motivation this year. Did that playoff ranking yesterday kind of maybe ignite a little bit more motivation this week for the guys, you think?
We haven't even talked about it. It hasn't come up at all. Didn't talk about it in a meeting. It really has no bearing at all in this game. The only thing that matters is winning this game.
Is this the best the best defense you think your team will see this year?
It's for sure the best one we've played yet. Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they're number one scoring defense in the conference. They're very good, like always.
What do you see from them on film that stands out the most about that defense?
They don't have a lot of weaknesses. They're really good personnel, very good at what they do, very well coached. Same defense that they're good.
How much have you enjoyed seeing Jake settle in as kind of the face of this program? I mean, all these national interviews, just embracing that and still having success.
Yeah, it's been good to see him grow into it, and I think he's doing a good job managing it. We're trying to not let it get out of hand for him, where all of his time is, other things. He has school, has his film study, practice, and then media stuff too. So we're trying to manage all that, but I think he's doing a good job of it so far.
Should you have your full complement of running backs this week finally?
Yes, yeah, we expect everybody to be available.
What's been kind of the attitude or kind of the response from the team coming out of the bye week in practices so far this week?
Really just the same as it's been all year. This team's very focused. We have good leaders. They've been good at just a one game at a time approach, and they like to practice. They like to play the game, and so every day we just come out here and try to get a little better.
How close is Connor to getting back?
I don't know exactly. He's not going to play in this game, but I know he's getting there.
Have you been pleased with Bruce, though, and him filling into that spot?
Yeah, Bruce has done a good job, and we got Sonny Mocassini's healthy again, so we have some good options there.
Kind of following up on that, the importance of the trench play in this matchup historically. What are your thoughts on the readiness for the offensive line there?
Well, it's everything. The game is won and lost on the line of scrimmage for sure, and we're going against a very, very good front. I mean, Utah's as good as it gets in college football in the front seven every year, and so we're gonna have to be ready to play for sure.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
Yep, thank you.
A little higher for my time.
Have to put it up a little bit.
That's right.
Maybe it's frozen. Oh, it's gonna stay there. We're good.
That's fine.
Braden, being a local guy from Salt Lake, Sandy, your feelings on what this rivalry game means to you?
You know, it was a big game for me growing up as a fan, and it's a big game playing in it now. But for us, it's just the next game. You know, it's the most important one, like all of them have been. So that's been the focus for, you know, the team going into it.
Having ties to BYU growing up, were you a BYU guy then?
Yeah, growing up, my dad played here, so I was always a BYU fan growing up, and you know, it was always the dream to come play here where I'm at right now.
Any early memories of this rivalry that stand out when you were growing up that really kind of got you into this game and matchup?
I mean, I remember when I was young watching the Beck to Harleen one at Utah. I think we were at Bear Lake at the time watching it with like all of our extended family, and so that was just that's a hard play to forget. It's a good memory to have, and so that's one of my first memories of the rivalry.
Did you go to any of these games in person growing up?
No, I actually never went to any of them in person. Actually, I did, yeah. I don't remember what year it was, but it was here, and we ended up losing, but I think I've been to one of them.
2021, how much did you play in that win here over the years?
You know, I cheered really hard on the bench, so it was a good time. But it's still a great win to be a part of.
What do you remember other than the fact you guys won?
You know, I remember the O-line had a great game. They were rolling the D-line off the ball. Tyler Algier was running hard, and that's kind of something that, you know, obviously as an O-lineman, that's what I remember was the play of the O-line at the time, and they had a great game that year.
Of course, your fans stormed the field. If Utah were to happen to win Saturday night, do you think they'll storm the field on you guys?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Big rivalry game, so wouldn't be surprised.
The importance of the offensive line and the trench play in this matchup, the readiness of the offensive line coming into this matchup, maybe the mindset of you guys.
Just getting after it. This is a good team, big, strong, physical, but we've played big and strong physical D-lines, and so just sticking to what we've been doing all year, which has prepared us to, you know, play well at this point.
Is the best defensive line that you think you've seen this year?
You know, we've played a lot of good D-lines. I think interior last week, UCF was really good. SMU early on in the year had really good D-ends, but like every team has good players on their D-line, so there's no like extreme standout. Everyone's kind of up to that standard.
Did yesterday's playoff ranking get into the locker room at all? You guys discussed that?
I didn't hear anything about it from anyone, so it's just kind of some outside noise that we're trying not to focus too much on and just focus on this week and this game.
Have practices been any different as far as a different vibe this week because it's rivalry week?
I think they've been the same as what they've been all year. You know, we're not trying to change anything that we've been doing. What we've been doing is working, so just trying to focus more on those details to help, you know, get ready for the game.
Do you have any like neighbors or whatever where bragging rights is on the line, or?
Not really. Like where I live right now, obviously in Provo, all BYU fans who want to be with me. But up in Sandy, you know, I grew up with Utah fans as friends, and so you know there might be a little bit of something there. Yeah.
What have been your impressions of Jake? You know, kind of settling in as the face of this program, you know, nationally, and how has it changed him at all, or is he still the same guy?
He's the same guy. Like this, the thing about Jake that I've always said is he's just a great competitor. You know, he wants to win, he wants to play his best, and that's been the same from when he first got here to now. And I think he's just done a great job building on that competitiveness and seeing success from it.
All right, thanks, Brent.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
I think that's it for general.